What up, Dokkanners? The new summon point system is here. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions on how this works, so let's go ahead and break this down. As you can see, at the moment, I have 90 summon points as of May 30th, 2025, at the start of the first Dokkan Festival banner that features this update. I will explain why I have this much, how much more I can get, and how everything works. So let's just go ahead and go through the breakdown here. I'm going to first go through how they're explaining it, and then I will go through it again a second time through my summarized version. So that way it'll be very easy for it to register. So don't worry about reading. I will do all the reading for you. Starting from the Dokkan Festival that becomes available on Thursday, May 29th. That's this one. The new item summon point can be obtained by performing a multi-summon with Dragon Stones. Collect summon points and exchange them for summon tickets that allow you to recruit characters who have appeared in summon events such as Dokkan festivals, legendary summons, and legendary summon carnivals. So they're basically saying that this has to do with the trifecta, like the big three summons. It does not have to do with, you know, like Peppy Gal double rate summons. I suppose probably even support banner summons. Those would also not apply. This is just for the main three summons. How to obtain summon points. Summon points can be obtained by performing a multi-summon with Dragon Stones in certain summon events up to the third multi. So this is an important distinction here, because you can't do this with freebies. You can't do these with tickets. It's got to be with full-on Dragon Stones. What they don't say, though, is if it has to be a full-on 10-unit multi. So I think as long as you're spending Dragon Stones, you're good. Related summon events that feature the new characters such as Dokkan festivals, legendary summons, legendary summon carnivals. Again, they're just trying to be thorough. The amount of obtainable summon points differs between summon events. Please check the announcements of the summon events for more information. We'll get back to this in just a second. When multi-summon discounts are available, during which the text only blah, 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 is displayed, summon points can be obtained at the following timing. So before we talk about that, this only blah, 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 this has to do with whenever there's some sort of a special deal going on. So in this case, with the Mercenary Tau banner, we had the whole like 1,000 stone discount thing where if you do two multis, you get the third one guaranteed featured. Or during Golden Week, we had something like this where it was buy three, get one free. So it's applying to these types of things. And so now let's go back here. These are the two timings that you can get summon points. The first three multi-summons performed with Dragon Stones during the period in which the discount timer is displayed, aka at the beginning of the discount period. And that's what happened with me. I did my first three multis, and so I accumulated 90 summon points because you get 30 points for each multi. You get 3 points for each summoned character during the first three multis, essentially. So 90 points is where I'm at so far. Then the second time that you can obtain summon points would be after the discount period ends. So after this goes away, you would then be able to summon again at full price 3 more regular multis and get 3 more sets of points. So they're trying to get you to summon not only during a discount period on a banner, but after the discounts go away, aka they want your money and they're trying to incentivize you to spend it in a more irrational manner. But they're trying to make it seem rational because they're giving you tickets for it. Summon points, it's great. Please note the summon points cannot be obtained starting from the 4th multi-summon performed in the above period, nor by performing a free multi-summon. So they're just clearing it up. On number 4, you get nothing. On any freebie, you get nothing. So if it was like a buy 2, get 1 free, which it almost never is. I don't think we've ever had that. Buy 2, get 1 free. Then you would summon on the first 2. You wouldn't get anything on the 3rd one. And then on the 4th summon, that one would count because that middle one is free. That doesn't count. They're just clearing that up there. After the multi-summon discount period ends, 3 available, quote unquote, will be displayed on the summon event, which indicates the number of available multi-summons to give summon points. So they're just trying to, they're going to put some flashy new little marker on the banner to just make it look enticing for you. Please note that if the text only blah, 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 blah is not displayed, you will not get a free multi-summon for the 3 multi-summons performed. They're just trying to let the dummies know that if there's no buy 3 get 1 free marker, or if there's no like discount timer, you don't get the buy 3 get 1 free, aka just don't summon after discount period's over, so this doesn't even become an issue. So all that being said, how do you use the summon points? Well, at the moment, as of May 30th 2025, you cannot use these summon points. So if you're concerned, if you're worried, don't worry, you can't actually use them yet. but 300 summon points can be exchanged for a summon point Dokkan Festival, which is the red one, summon point Carnival, which is the blue one, at the treasure section of the Baba Shop. The tickets can be used to perform summons in certain summon events. The corresponding section at the Baba Shop will become available at a later date. So for right now, the update is not fully live. They just have the point collecting portion of this update in game. They want you to start accumulating those points so that they can then rob you later on. I know I'm sounding very cynical when I say this because I'll talk about it later. Now let's talk about the banner itself. These are the banners. So the Dokkan Festival banner is scheduled to include characters who made their debut on Dokkan festivals between October 2024 and May 2025 inclusive. So everyone in October, everyone in May, all of them that are Dokkan festivals will appear on this banner. So that's why you see the 10th anniversary units. You even see the Golden Week characters. You see Vegeta. There are more. I'll get to them in a second. But that's a pretty crazy lineup. And then same thing goes for the Legendary Summon Carnivals. Here, any Legendary Summon or Carnival character that appeared in one of these summons between August and May, you can bet they'll show up here. So Legendary Summons, Legendary Summon Carnivals, and then the double rates. So August 2024, May 2025, that includes the 10th anniversary units, Kale and Caulifla, and others. More information on the ticket summons will be provided at a later date. Please navigate the following path to check summon points you have. Team, items, treasure. The lineups of summon events are scheduled to be updated regularly. So for right now, this is what the lineup is going to look like. As time goes by, the start date and the end date will change. I think it'll just slowly shift. And so the oldest character will be phased out. The newest character will be added in. So that's just to keep it regular. Please note that the amount of obtainable summon points and event content are subject to change without prior notice. So that is their explanation of this whole update. So the way that I see this is they're basically giving, I mean, you can look at it from two ways. One, they're giving you more bang for your buck. Every summon that you do gives you a little bit more, which you can then use to summon on a different banner down the road, depending on whenever you accumulate enough summon points. Those summon points can then give you a chance at pulling one of the characters that you might have perhaps missed throughout the period that they offer, which is cool. But on the other side, the more cynical side, they are doing this because they want you to not only summon, but they want you to summon regularly and often. They want you to be summoning on every banner. So let's just say, I mean, everyone talks about this. Like the biggest celebrations of the year are anniversary and then worldwide, right? That's changing with the name, but it's still essentially the same concept. Those are the two biggest. The next biggest celebration would be Tanabata. The next biggest would be Golden Week. So if you're someone who is only summoning on anniversary, Golden Week, Tanabata, and worldwide, that's only 4 summons throughout the year. What becomes of this banner right here? What becomes of this banner? What becomes of this banner? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to dip into every single summon so that they can take more of your money and they can also give you something back for it. So they want you to summon also not only during the discounts, they want you to summon after the discounts. They're trying to burn up your stones. In my opinion, I don't think that this is it's a cool update, but I don't think it's something that people should be actively seeking out. So let's just go through it again now through my summarized version. You can earn up to 180 points during any new banner's release, 90 points from the first 3 multis during a discount period, 90 points from the first 3 multis after a discount period. Some banners may not have any discount whatsoever. Like I think the Kale and Caulifla banner is one such example. There was no discount. So in that particular instance, it would only be the 90 summons or the 90 points because there's no during discount phase. So it would just be this. 300 points can be exchanged for a Dokkan Festival or Legendary Summon Carnival ticket. Those are these two. They will be added to the shop at a later date. Dokkan Festival banner will include characters that released between October and May. October 2024, May 2025. Here is the full list. So you got Namek Vegeta, Lord Slug, Buhan, the Daimas, the 10 years, Daima Super Saiyan 3, Kid Goku, Cell, Golden Week, and Tao. Now for global, during this timeline, Roshi was also there. Roshi was, I believe, in October of 2024, right after worldwide. The thing about that, though, is you have to look at it from the JP perspective. Roshi released in October 2024 for global. However, he released in July of 2024 for JP. Therefore, he probably won't be on the banner. I don't imagine they're going to keep the banners different, because the whole point of full synchro is to have everyone's schedules line up and just be more uniform. So if they made Roshi on this banner, some could see it as a good thing because they're adding more characters, but some could see it as a bad thing that the global banner is simply more diluted than the JP side. Because remember, when you're summoning on this banner, you're trying to get one of these, and there's already a lot of them here. The last thing we need is to add more. Yuck. And then on the legendary summon carnival side, between August 2024 and May 2025, August 2024 includes the worldwide celebration. So this is the lineup: Broly, Gohan, Gohan Piccolo, Gotenks, Royal Bleh, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Frieza, Gohan, Pikkon, and Kale and Caulifla. Notice how Cellmax and Jiren are here, but they're probably not going to be on the banner, but I just wanted to have them here in case. Cellmax released in August for global, but in June for JP, so that's past the cutoff. Jiren released in December for global, but actually showed up in July for JP, which is again past the cutoff. So these two may not be there. If they were, I would actually kind of be happy, but I think most people will agree they don't need to be there, because we want this to mainly be about these guys. Like, it's the 10th anniversary units that you're mainly looking at, and then maybe like some of the more recent LRs. But that's essentially all that we know for right now. So again, I don't think that this is a groundbreaking update where like you absolutely have to do this. I think that you will now get something a little bit more. I think this truly benefits those players who like to summon a little bit occasionally here and there. So over time, maybe not within a 6-month time span, maybe more within a year time span, you will accumulate enough summon points where you can then jump in and summon for this banner once. By then, this lineup will probably change, but it'll still give you a chance to maybe pick up a character that you didn't get along the way. Maybe you skipped, you know, let's just say you end up having 300 points by, I don't know, next year's Golden Week. So next year, you would have the 11th anniversary LRs, you would have the Saiyan Day unit, you would have a bunch of characters from the previous year, all possible pickups with your summon points. And maybe you missed one of them. Could be a good thing. But don't actively chase this. If you actively seek this out, I think you're going to burn up your stones way faster than normal, and that is not a good thing. But there you go. That is the full summon point system explained. When we get more, I will make another video. When we get the full ability to use the summon points, I will make a video and actually summon with them, and we'll see what kind of results we get. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the whole summon point system. Do you see it through a glass half full kind of way, or do you see it in the more cynical sense? I think I see it more as just a means to an end. They want you to just burn more stones. They want your money. I really don't see, I don't know why, because normally I'm pretty positive, but the way that they phrased it, I think it's the discount ending thing. I think it was like, they really want to take money from people after discounts are over. I think that's what kind of rubs me the wrong way. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that this is going to be ultimately a good thing or not? Feel free to share your thoughts, opinions in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you know you want to see more of myself. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.